Hello, my name is Amanda Valdespino, and I work as an instructional designer within the University of Miami IT department. Today, we are going to learn how employees can submit an email alias request using the Use Service platform. So let's go ahead and get started. So what is an email alias, and how does a employee go about creating and submitting one? Today, I'm going to go through all of those questions by addressing three main areas. We are going to learn about an email alias and use service. We are going to learn the rules to create an email alias. And finally, I'm going to show you how to submit an email alias request. So first things first. An email alias is simply an additional email address that you can assign to your inbox to receive messages. Most people get an email alias because it is easier to remember than their original assigned email address. This is an example of an email address assigned to a employee, and this is an example of an email alias the employee chose to create. Now, doesn't that seem a little bit easier for someone to remember? An email alias request can be created and submitted through a software platform called Use Service. But be mindful that you can only log in with your CANE-ID information. Let's move on to the rules of creating an email alias. And I'm going to use the example name of John James Doe on the right side. So when creating an email alias, make sure that it includes your full last name. Make sure it includes your first or middle name or first or middle initial. Make sure it contains no more than 30 characters. And make sure that there are no spaces when creating the email alias request. So now that we know about an email alias and learn the rules in creating one, let's go ahead and show you how to put it all together. So first things first, we're going to go to the browser and we're going to put in uservice.miami.edu and hit enter. And that's going to take us to the CANE-ID information, because remember, we need our username. So I'm going to go ahead and put in that information right now along with my password. And also, if you signed up to get a Duo Push on your phone, go ahead and do that now. I think you just heard it. And go ahead and prove it. It's going to take me to the Use Service main page. Now, if you look here on the menu bar to the left, click on the one that says Self-Service Portal. And now we're going to go ahead and click on the green shopping cart button that says Order Items and Services. There's a number of things you can order, but we are more concerned with email and collaboration, and we're going to go ahead and click on Email Alias Request. And now we're on the landing page. So indicate the type of mailbox. You're going to want to click Individual because you're requesting it for yourself, and make sure that your full name, the one that has on file, is in the box here. And then we're going to create our email aliases. So don't forget the rules we discussed. Make sure your last name is there. Make sure either your first name or your middle name or even your first or middle initial is there. And make sure there are no spaces. So I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. And I can create up to 3 email aliases to choose from in case one of them is already taken. Okay? And then here where it says requested alias domain, we're going to want to make sure you click on the right one. So if you work on the medical campus, the law school, marine science, make sure you click on the right domain. So I'm going to leave it here. And then if we scroll up and we see here on the right side, you would click on submit order, which I'm not going to do since I already have my email alias. But you would click submit order, and it says here it would take up to 2 calendar days for IT department to process your order. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you gained more knowledge of email aliases and the Use Service platform, that you understand the rules when creating an email alias, and that you are able to follow the guide in submitting an email alias request. If you struggled the first time around, please feel free to rewatch the video and to pause when needed. Also, please feel free to share with your fellow employees when making future email alias requests. Thanks again.